The Legendary 100 is an event held by Cedar Lake Speedway every year, usually in the middle of September. It's a 3-night event featuring 2 nights of preliminary features, which set up the lineup for the final feature, which will determine the Legendary 100 champion for the year. They usually bring out 8 classes. This year they got Hornets, Pure Stocks, Street Stocks, Limited Late Models, A Mods, Midwest Mods, and Pro Stocks. They all made them out this weekend. First night of preliminary features didn't do too well. Ended up totaling the car in a crash. To move all the parts over to that one or something. I don't know. Still a little sore from that one. So we'll see where the future holds for this race team with the Hornets. This could be the last time I'm out at the Cedar Lake. You never know. Got other goals and plans heading forward. Huge shout out to Bernard's, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram for sponsoring the team. The Richmond Auto, Salvage, Whiplash Graphics. Out of Somerset. So with Cedar Lake not having Hornets on the regular weekly schedule, this is basically everybody from around the upper Midwest area coming out. The fastest 4 cylinders in town. Check them out. I got the finale feature for Saturday coming up for you. Let's crown a champion.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the
We've got our Hornets coming up next. We'll be on the pole out of Cedar in that 69. Alongside of him will be Brandon Glider out of Elmo, Wisconsin. Rick Zifko out of Aurora, Illinois drives that 0 car alongside of Preston Coombs from Boiseville in the 15. Row 3 has a 30 car out of Maiden Rock, Wisconsin of Jeff Schmidt, and the 7 of Abby Lincoln out of Stanley, Wisconsin. Row 4, the 22 out of Lakeville of Sean Travinger, and the 16 of Matt Dreyer from Menominee. Row 5 in the 29 from Shitek. That will be Jalen Richardson. He'll be alongside the 76 from Stanley, Wisconsin of Jake Holterman. Row 6 has a 41 from Lakeville of Ashley Bell, and the 54 from Cedar of John Parrish. Row 7, the 4 of Jody Holterman out of Stanley, and the 444 of Chad Holterman out of Stanley. Row 8 has the 96 of Robert Blackburn from Forest Lake, and the 08 of Cole Sopiers out of Colfax. Pete Doxey out of Lionel Lakes in the 28 on the inside of row number 9, alongside the 5'11 junior of Sean Poston out of Red Wing. And row number 9 from Mankato in place of the 9 car will be Nate Koopman. $300 are going to the winner of our Hornet race here tonight, night number 3 of the 20th annual Legendary 100 at Cedar Lake Speedway, as Riley Soperez, who is your pole sitter, picked up the win on Thursday night. Jake Halterman, the defending champion, He will start on the inside of row number 4. Matt Dittman is not here, neither is he won in 2023. 2022 champion Jason Junker not here. 2021 champion Brody Rivas also not here, and Grayson Pratt won this race back in 2020. 15 laps of Hornet racing. Don't forget Joe Bravo Racewear is thrown in $200 to the hard charger. So whoever is the hard charger in this race will win an extra $200 courtesy of Joe Bravo Racewear. Thanks to the Emery Chevrolet for supplying our pace car this weekend. As we've got a car stalled over in turn 4, and it is going to need a push. So following this, we still have our Midwest Modifieds and our Modifieds to wrap up the legendary 100 here at Cedar Lake Speedway. Lincoln, I'm sorry.
Yellow is charged on car number 20. Richmond out there.
Cedar was sitting in third.
Yeah, I heard in the pits they said number 20 just drives through people.
Like 22 is done. That is Sean Grabinger out of Lakeville.
And the 54.
Not that you want to see people go off, but that's good news for some of a couple of those cars in the back for getting that hard charger award. Still working on those vehicles in the back. Once again, Riley Sopier is getting the victory on Thursday night. Rick Zipko in that zero car had our fastest qualifying time on Thursday night. Jalen Richardson, our second fastest, and Nate Koopman, who is actually in the back. And if he can get that 9 rolling, again, $200 into the Hard Charger Award, courtesy of Joe Bravo Racewear. I'd say Koopman, if he gets going back there, could be a recipient of that award. So Nate Koopman not here, but Pete Doxey's still out there. He started on the inside of row number 9. He's already moved himself up on 5 spots. So get this one called on Brandon Glider out of Elma, Wisconsin. Unfortunately, like we mentioned, the night over for Abby Lincoln out of Stanley.
Well, this class is brought to you by Caliber Collision. Maybe that was a intentional idea as the last sponsor of this class. They could have probably also been sponsors for a few of the first early ones that we started. Except late models, they didn't have to be that one. All right, lights are down. We're going back to green flag racing here, Mark.
Well, Chad Bader's going to need a lot of work. So is Emerson on that late model.
Yeah.
All right, green flag coming out 14 to go. Zipko is going to get cut off. think right now Pete Doxey in the 28 would be up for that hard Chargers. He started on the inside of row 9. He's up to 7. Is correct. Congratulations to Robert Blackburn, who started in row number 8. And he finishes in the top 5. He'll win the extra $200 tonight, courtesy of Joe Bravo Racewear. Racewear throwing in an extra $200 to our hard charger on our Hornets, and that'll be Robert Blackburn in the 96 who made the trip here from Forest Lake. We'll head down into our victory lane, picking up the win here tonight in that 3-car. From Cadott, Wisconsin, will be Riley Sopiers. So Riley won on Thursday, wins here again tonight.
Am I saying it correctly? Sopiers. Is that correct? Sopiers. Oh, pretty close. All right, very good. So Sopiers. So tell us about your thoughts about tonight's race and how you're able to dominate.
I started on the pin. Brandon Glider's right behind me, obviously. That other black RSX, not sure who he is, but trying to hold them two off. Both very good racers, finding where the traction is, and found it, and it led me right here.
What's it like basically being a legendary 100 champion?
This is a dream come true.
Anybody you want to thank? Any sponsors, family, whatever else?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Sopiers Fiber Solutions, Sophie's Rental Properties, Stanley Truck Sales, Lincoln Garage, and then my pit guy, Corey, right there, and Chad. They've been great. And Abby.
And any thoughts now, as I've asked every driver, I've asked the same question. Now, as you head into the fall season, whatever else, and I know that your brother's also here racing as well, any thoughts about what you guys have planned now for the rest of the fall?
We're going to be heading down to Luxembourg over in Green Bay, and that'll be the last one for the year.
Well, congratulations once again, your legendary 100 champion in the Hornet class, Riley Sopiers. I think I got it right. Sopiers.
And once again, it is official. We figured out up 10 spots to win our hard charger in the 96 car, and that extra $200 courtesy of Joe Bravo Racewear from Forest Lake will be Robert Blackburn. So Robert Blackburn wins the extra $200 tonight. Midwest Modified's coming.